How's it going, everyone? Welcome to today's video. This video is going to be split up into 3 parts. Part 1, the hunt. Part 2, the clean. And part 3, the cook. This video was filmed over a multi-day period, so I'll put timestamps for each one of the parts if you'd like to skip around. And I really appreciate whoever's taking the time out of the day to watch these videos, so let's get right into it. Alright, so I'm driving up right now, and I did see a wood duck get up. Flew straight that way, which is a good sign. The crawfish pond is to my left here, and I'm thinking about probably going set up back towards that tree line all the way to the back side. There's a small fishing pond right up here as well. See if anything gets up. I'm rolling up on it right now, coming in real slow. I'm probably just gonna get out and walk up, park right here. This is where I saw the wood duck fly over. He flew over into the back. Okay guys, I was walking back to the truck to get my bucket and 2 wood ducks just landed in the pond. I'm gonna see if I can get them on camera jumping up. I guarantee you it was those same 2. I see them. It's a drake and a hen. Yep, there they go. And they're off. That's exactly what I was looking for. That's awesome. So after I saw those 2 wood ducks, I kind of just spent the next 30 minutes walking around. I decided I was just gonna spend the rest of the day watching and seeing what comes in. This was a great afternoon scout, and I really learned a lot from the area. So I'm gonna run through all the clips of everything that I saw this afternoon, and then we can jump right into the hunt. Alright y'all, we back at the wood duck spot. Let me get all my stuff on. There's a bunch flying around, and hopefully we should get 2 limits today. Let's do it. So I didn't have much time to talk to the camera. We were kind of in a rush, and we had saw that there might have been a duck in the pond when we drove up. So that's what we're doing right now. We're creeping up, seeing if what we saw was right, and then a couple more flew over us, real low too. Unfortunately, there was no duck in the pond. We were just seeing stuff. This was our first spot. We had set up a mojo and sat there for about 30 minutes, but we realized that we were too far away from the pond, and there was a little brush. So we switched to the other side of the pond where there was more brush, and we were a little bit closer, so we had an easier shot. First thing we saw fly in was some grosbeck, and then we waited a little bit longer. I think this is around dusk. We're getting close to the end of shooting hours, and the first 2 that look committed fly in. I think they make a total of 2 laps. You'll see them enter the frame here on the left-hand side behind the trees, and then they go behind all 3 of these trees and dip right over the last one. And at this point I jumped up and went to pull my trigger, but I realized Hayden wasn't ready, so we started crouching up on him. You're going to want to pay attention to the bottom left-hand side of the screen. So I'm going to replay that one more time in slow-mo for y'all. Hayden fires the first one, I fire my first one, he fires his second one, and then whenever I fire my second one, the duck goes down.
I was ready to shoot him on the water, and then you just kept getting closer.
You're right. We should have just shot him on the water.
Yeah, I had a perfect shot on him. All you have to do was stand up.
Just tell me to shoot.
I did.
Oh.
You just didn't hear. I mean, I can't scream it.
All right, so we just finished. Out of the 2 that landed, we got 1, and it happened to be the Drake. Can't really see it too well because it's dark.
You know what I can't see?
Yeah, they're all over. Unfortunately, none wanted to land on the pond that we were hunting at. So we'll probably try the back corner next time. I'm just gonna cook this one. I have no clue what I'm gonna cook yet, but I'm gonna show you guys. That's it for today's hunt. The Drake got headshot. I would show its head because the head of the Drake is very pretty, but
its eyes are popping out.
Its eyes are bulging out, and I don't think that's YouTube friendly. So I'll see you guys when I start cooking this thing. All right, how's everyone doing today? I'm gonna go ahead and clean this wood duck. It's a couple days after the wood duck hunt. After I pluck him, we'll season him up, put him in a Ziploc bag, let him sit in the fridge for a couple more days, and I'll probably cook a pot roast. We'll do a gravy, and we'll serve him over some mashed potatoes. I think that'll be pretty good, and we'll see how that turns out. So today I'm just gonna show you guys how to actually pluck the duck, clean it, get it prepared for cooking. We're just gonna take all the feathers off. I'm gonna clip the wings and the feet off and remove the head and the innards. I'm also interested to see what this wood duck's been eating. The acorns are dropping off the oak trees right now, and I think that's what we're gonna find in its crop and in its belly. Maybe not though. I'm not really feeling too much in the crop, so we'll see. All right, let's get started. So first things first, I'm gonna take all the feathers off the breast. Already off to a good start. This wood duck doesn't look like it has many pin feathers, which makes for easy cleaning job. Pin feathers are the feathers that are the new growth underneath all the feathers on the top, and they're usually very hard. It doesn't taste very good, and you definitely want to get those out. This is what the breast looks like once you've removed all the top feathers, and you usually see black, hard feathers underneath, and those are the pin feathers. Very beautiful duck. The wood duck Drake has, in my opinion, some of the best coloring. Purples, whites, blacks, browns, blues. Really a gorgeous animal. This duck seems like it has a good amount of fat on it, which is preferred. Should make for a really good meal. Very thankful to have got this duck. I found some pin feathers on the back, but nothing to worry about. It's usually only an issue when there is tons of them. So before I go ahead and snip the wings and the feet off, I just want to show you guys which joint I'm going to be snipping. So here's this elbow. I'm going to snip right at the elbow and leave probably about 2 inches of meat on that wing. Anything past the elbow really doesn't have that much meat. And then on the feet, I'm going to go ahead and snip it right at the ankle here, so you get that drumstick still. If you notice, not all the feathers are completely off. I am gonna try to do as much as I can and get all this peach fuzz off, but if you can tell, there's quite a lot of like long string looking feathers. I'm gonna have to burn those off and make quick work out of them. So you can't really remove all these by hand. Most of them you can though, like this peach fuzz still on the leg. I can probably get most of that off, and then some of these feathers here close to the wing where I snipped. But all these long ones are gonna have to be burned. All right, so I got everything cleaned up. I got a little wet doing it, but we have our heart, the gizzard. I didn't find much in the gizzard, so it wasn't worth showing you guys. And then our duck. That's what the duck looks like, all cleaned. I was able to get most of the hairs off. I didn't have a propane torch, so it wasn't easy. I just used a normal lighter and then did as much as I could, plucking the rest off. Okay, so I'm inside right now. I'm gonna go ahead and pat everything dry. We're gonna do two things. I'm gonna put a binder. Just gonna use beef tallow. Rub all over the meat. And then we're gonna throw some of this seasoning on there. Something that I really like. It's a really simple rub. And then whenever we actually go to cook the pot roast, I'll add some Cajun seasoning in there as well. Should be enough. This rub is really mild, so you can get a lot on here, and it's not going to overpower anything. The body as well. Alright, so now that everything's got seasoning on it, go ahead and put it in the Ziploc bag, let it sit for a day or two, and we can start cooking. Alright everyone, that's the wood duck all prepped and ready to be cooked. I'm gonna let the seasoning soak in for another day or two, and then we can start our pot roast. So the first thing that you're gonna wanna do is cube up the duck. This makes it easier to brown. After you remove the backbone, flip the duck over, and you're gonna wanna get it as flat as possible. So what I did here was I broke the breastplate, gave it a little CPR, and then you're gonna split it right down the middle. After you split it down the middle, you're gonna wanna separate the breast from the leg. How you do that is you go and you find the last rib. And then there should be a space between the last rib and the leg where there's not really many bones. And then just cut that right off. Once this is done, you have your cubed up duck and it's ready to be seasoned. The next thing we're gonna do is gonna get our oil hot and then start browning. I want to take this All right, what's going on, guys? It's been about 48 hours since I put the duck back in the fridge. I have the roux browning on the pot right now. So basically right now, I have the roux mixed in with the Guidry's. Guidry's is just local Holy Trinity mix. That's sitting in with the roux right now. I'm gonna let the roux brown a little bit more, and then we're gonna put the stock in, reintroduce the meat, and let the meat simmer for probably about an hour or two until it gets soft. All right, so I'm about to put the chicken stock in. This is some homemade chicken stock that I made with a whole chicken. So it's very gelatinous and it's gonna make a really nice gravy for the duck. All right, take two. We got the chicken stock out of the Ziploc bag. I'm gonna put it in the pot now. So once the chicken stock was done defrosting, I got it to a light boil. We're gonna add the duck back in. And that's really it. We're just gonna let it sit until the duck gets tender. It reduces down and turns into a gravy. In the meantime, we'll finish making our mashed potatoes. And then once the duck is finished, we can plate and eat.
I'm fucking good, dude. Try this.
What you did, that's pretty good.
Dude, first try. That's the first time I made mashed potatoes.
By this time, everything was ready. We were just waiting on the duck to get soft and the gravy to finish up. So I decided to take a much needed break, sat down, got some work done, kept checking the pot, and then eventually it was ready to serve.
You bad. Why you bad?
Water, I got a bunch of water, still my ice chest.
I mean, I don't need a waterfowl. Thanks.
All right, guys, so everything's ready. We're gonna chow down. I had enough to make my dad a plate as well, so we're gonna see how he likes it. What you want to call this? What you even? I came up with this myself. So,
I don't know.
duck and mashed potatoes.
Yep. Duck and mashed potatoes.
All right. That gravy is
That's very good.
that gravy is very good.
You're a good girl. Yep, you're a good dog. Can't have none, no.
I know. You were just fat, just a little bit. You gotta lose 5 pounds. Because I checked his body and like he really didn't have any other wounds. You tried that leg piece?
That's what I'm on right now.
I'm gonna give it a go. It's tender.
Yep.
So I think if you're gonna try duck for the first time, something like this would be a really good dish to have because it has a lot of other flavors that mask that real gamey like taste of the duck. Unless it was just because this was a wood duck, but I'm really not getting much gamey flavor out of this meal at all. And it made a great meal for 2 people. All right, that's it. All right, everyone, that's the end of today's video. Thank y'all very much for watching. I'm just gonna hang out and watch the sunset while I finish this glass of whiskey. But I'd really appreciate it if y'all went down below and pressed some buttons for me so I can keep making these videos. And yeah, take care, everybody.